I've got Flash number 49, Flash War Part 3, and it appears that the gang is all here. I mean, we got everybody. We got the heavy hitters. I mean, Martian Manhunter, he can't even... I mean, he's got a little bit of a grip. He's just a little bit tactile. No, slip right through his fingers. Wonder Woman is there. She's gonna ask Wally if he's running, and obviously he's gonna be like, yeah. So good for you. Get it, girl, get it. And then we got some like low-key players down here. Let's get into this shit. All right, it appears our boys, they're having a little bit of a race, which I would just assume that they're racing all the time, even when they're not using super speed. It's like, hey, I can make scrambled eggs faster than you, even without using my powers. Suck it, Barry. And they're running all over the place, and that's getting the attention of Amanda Waller. They're going everywhere. Fortress of Solitude, Arkham Asylum, which I'm surprised they just didn't. Also, shout out to these fellas for pre-planning their route. So it's a real race, I guess. I mean, we didn't get to see that in the previous issue. That's a little behind the scenes. We don't need to see them, you know, with clipboards and maps and just like string. We don't need to see that, but I appreciate them taking the time. And we see, if our math adds up, they should be coming through here any second. And then, okay, they're good. Really think a show of force like this will stop them? It has to. I don't think it will. And Amanda, oof, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with your hair right there, girl. Let's see. Okay, this is, I don't want to say beautiful, but it's close. It's pretty damn close. You have to stop running, Wally. I mean, that feels like a lot to ask of a Flash, if I'm going to be honest. I won't let you... I'm fucking wasted right now. I won't let you risk everything the way I did. How are you going to stop me, Barry? I mean, I hate to point out the obvious, but I feel like just trip him. Just trip his ass. Just put something in front of these feeties and this bitch is going to go down. Also, that's advice to you, Wally, because you know that I prefer you, even though you're a little bit headstrong. But it's part of your character. I like that. And we get a better look at Amanda, and I gotta say, girl, what is going on up here? I mean, the majority of the time I've seen Amanda Waller, she's fat, or she looks like a woman. I see they decided to go a different way with her. She's got a bit of a fade rocking here. And that reminded me, my friend got his first tattoo last week, 2 weeks ago, and on the main street where the tattoo shop was, there was a barbershop called Catchin' Fades, and I'm like, okay, that's a sick name for a barbershop, but Catchin' Fades was done in the Godfather font, which, oh god, if I decide to cut off my locks and pull an Amanda Waller here and get me a fade going, I'm going to do it at Catchin' Fades. This is hashtag an ad for Catching Fades. Just figure out where it is. She tells, like, Trevor, I guess this is Wonder Woman Trevor, I don't really know. I mean, how many Trevors could there possibly be in the DC universe? Trevor, we tried. Now you call your friends and tell them to clean up this mess, or I'll call Task Force X. Anytime you put X in a name, that's how you know it's fucking hardcore. Is that the Suicide Squad? Isn't that their, like, covert code name, I guess? But, I mean, aren't all code names convert? My bad. But, if not, you know, correct me. Either way, the Flashes, they got to be stopped. They just have to. They gotta do it. Okay, so we see them. They are fighting. Barry's like, look, I've gone down this road, brother, and you don't need to do it. And Wally's like, this isn't about you. My kids are trapped. Zoom's telling me how to get them out. And you know what? And he remembers what it's like to be trapped in the Speed Force. He feels like a ghost. And that shit sucks. I mean, ghosts are constantly haunting places and saying, look, I'm a ghost. It sucks, so I'm going to make your time here inconvenient. Maybe I flicker the light switches. Maybe I produce a cold spot. Maybe I take all the power out of your batteries, ghost investigators. I'm pissed off that I'm dead, but I'm not all the way dead. Ghosts aren't real, though. Sorry to destroy that illusion for you. My bad, but somebody had to tell you. I mean, you're watching You got all the DVDs, the fucking Ghost Hunters. I don't know. Like, you have a problem. You don't need more than Ouija board, and I'd make the argument you don't even need one. So, he says, like, look, why don't you talk to Linda? Those are her kids, too. What do you think a mom would do? Okay, moms are the worst. If you tell a mom that her kids are trapped in the Speed Force, she's going to say, hey, we go and get those bitches out. And it's like, hey, you can make more. You can even reuse the names. I know it's probably a social faux pas to name a kid after kids that are kind of dead. I mean, they're in Speed Force, but they're basically dead of the world, am I right? And they'll be like, oh, it's weird that you named them the same thing. There are no rules when it comes to naming. Just skip town, move to a different place. Pretend you didn't even have those kids in the first place. It's so easy. So easy. And he says, play that out, Barry. Hey, Linda, someone took our kids from us. The children you don't remember. I won't hurt her like that. Wally. He's headstrong, but he's considerate as fuck. So we see they're going all over the place. We got Hawkman in here. Is Hawkman, like, good? I don't know. I don't know if Hawkman is good. I only know him from the CW shows, and I gotta tell you, that guy was as interesting as a sack of flour. So we see they're going all over the place. Then we see this panel, which I've got questions. Oh shit! You know what I forgot to mention here? Okay, these guys. I assume they're breaking the speed of sound. I feel like I'm comfortable with saying that. So how are they talking? Is this a new power that we've all discovered? I mean, they're breaking the sound barrier. They shouldn't be able to... There should be no sound, but they're talking to each other? I don't know. How powerful are their voices? Maybe they got some new powers going on. But then we see Hawkman. No Hawk Girl. They're having problems? I don't know. So we see Swamp Thing and Zatanna. They're in the swamp. What the fuck? It makes sense for him to be there. I hear the green cry in pain. Yeah, you always say that. You always say that, and it's fucking annoying as shit. I know that we are destroying the marshlands to put up malls, and we need marshlands to help protect against hurricanes. I know that. But you talking about it all the time isn't gonna fix it. We gotta get involved in city planning. Get you a green suit. Clean up a little bit. Magic isn't doing so hot either, Swamp Thing. Why are you here? Why are these two people together? I have never... First of all, I don't think about Zatanna or Zatanna. I'm sorry, you're a magician. You're like a dime a dozen. I can get a magician like that. So many magicians in the world. And why are you in the swamp? What the fuck? She's a swamp magician now? She's doing swamp magician parties? What the hell? That's certainly going to be a memory for children to not cherish, but will haunt them for their days. It's okay for him to be here, but anytime anybody's in the swamp, they're doing some sinister shit. And you're like, Lindsay, there are people out there who live on the bayou. Yeah, they live there because they realize that they're doing so much sinister criminal activity, just awful, ravenous human beings. They made the decision that said, hey, we're losing a lot of gas here because we're doing so much insane shit. We're having to make so many trips back and forth from the city to the bayou. If we just live in the bayou, we're just gonna save so much time. So that's why we have to live here. If you live near the swamp, I don't want to know you, because you're a bad person. I don't get this. I don't get this pairing, but whatever the fuck. So everybody's sort of feeling what's going on here. I mean, look at this. Are they coming back around? Yeah, you said to call my friends. And then we see... I'll skip this, but it's a double page spread. The art in this is good. I'm going to say get it. Yeah, I'm just going to say get it. Even though it's been out for a week or something, and I'm probably going to ruin the big things of it, but whatever. I say go get it, you go get it. So we see that Batman, everybody from the cover, they're coming back around. Barry reveals to Wally that he knew people were missing, and he's been investigating with Batman, and he's like, what the fuck, why didn't you tell me? Because you get a little bit emotional when your children are involved, Wally. Most people would, but most people, they're irrational when it comes to their dumb babies. So then Superman's like, look, I'll chase him down. I got this. I'm the big cheese around here, but guess what? He can't fucking catch him. Now, apparently, this was the selling point of the issue where I saw articles that were like, finally putting to rest, who is faster, the Flash or Superman. Now, if you thought Superman was faster than the Flash, you're a dum-dum. And let me tell you why. I mean, you guys know I don't like Superman, so you would think, obviously, I'm going to pick the other person, but I've done the math on this one. So here's my theory about Superman, right? Superman, it's percentages, okay? Superman has all the powers, which is why I don't like him. Let's say, okay, 100%, and he has all the power. So let's say his ice power is like 5%, his laser eyes are like 10%. It go in various that way. I mean, obviously the super strength, the flying is going to be more percentages. And Superman's, let's say 10% super speed is going to be more than his, God, I'm trying to explain my theory here. Superman's 10% speed is going to be, it's still going to be pretty good. It's still going to be pretty powerful. But he's only using 10% of his entire potential is dedicated to the super speed. Because he has so many powers that his potential, whatever I said, is still more than the average person's 10% or even Batman's 10% or whatever. But it's still only 10% of his whole. Now the Flash, he's using 100% of his being dedicated to super speed. That's the way I thought of it, is, okay, his 100% is more than Superman's 10%. So obviously he's going to be faster. But then there are dum-dums out there like, Superman, he's the best, he did it. He did it. Yay, I don't know. Brian Michael Bendis, man, I don't know. But I'm just saying, he's using 10% of his speed, which is still good. Still pretty damn good. But the Flash is using 100%. That's all they got. That's all they have to work with. You know what I'm saying? So then, Superman can't catch him. Green Lantern, Hal Jordan, he's like, look, I'm going to make a construct. I'm going to make a huge wall. They're not going to be able to get through it. But they get through it. Surprisingly, it's like, what the fuck? Oh god, I feel like I missed something. Okay, whatever. I don't know. But okay, so he makes a huge construct. They barrel through it. Barry can't believe what the hell, like, how he could disregard Hal's safety like that. And he's like, look, Barry, I knew you were going to get him. So eventually, this happens. They're going so fast that Wally starts turning blue. I don't know. Something's wrong here. Because they're normally red. That's how you know. The colors change. And now there's a lot of distance between the two of them. He's got to save his kids, whatever. You can adopt some kids. And he just goes full Back to the Future. He disappears. And then some weird shit happens where everybody just starts dying. I think all their necks get cracked. You see them? They're just all fucked up. And of course Zoom shows up where it's like, oh god, it's... Whew, and they've broken the... I needed both of you to break the force barrier so I could gain access to what lay behind. Oh, no. Yeah, he lied. He lied about saving the kids because he's a bad guy. I feel like that's in the job description. I mean, Wally should have maybe thought about it for a second, but he gets blinded by babies. So, but let's hear what Zoom, let's hear his case here. I did what a hero does. Oh, you got my attention. I took a risk. See, I know where your family really is, but I saw the dangers that are coming to our worlds and that we need a true hero, and like a fool, I hoped it would be you, Wally. Oh, it's nice when somebody believes in you like that. Just as Eobard wanted that from you, Barry, he kept your original flash ring. Did you know? Well, that seems like a serial killer keeping a trophy, you know. Just, like, look at it and be like, yeah. I mean, he's not dead, but it's like, that's the closest you're gonna get. It's just stealing his ring. Petty thief? Or how much is that worth? Priceless? He hoped you'd one day live up to the legend it deserved. But you both would disappoint us over and over again. See, that's another thing with the Flash is, like, look, I would say I'm probably a disappointment. But I'm only gonna be like, let's say, throughout my life, I probably have, like, 10 seems excessive. 5, like, really big disappointing moments of my life where I feel like I really disappointed other people, like, to a huge extent. 5 seems like a solid number. When you're a Flash, Jesus Christ, you're disappointing people all the time. It's got to probably wear you down mentally. But it also means probably have more successes. So the good, the bad. And of course he opens up his ring and he becomes the Flash. Everybody's a Flash. I'm a Flash, you're a Flash, everybody's a Flash. Not these guys though, because they're dead. Their necks got cracked. I don't know how running really fast breaks your neck. Oh, I wonder if that's happened in real life. Surely. I mean, whiplash, but can you get whiplash from running? I don't know. Everybody go run outside and test it. Test it and come back and tell me if you fucking died. So he says, Hunter, I don't care about any other forces. Oh, he mentions like a sage force or something. It doesn't matter. You're going to tell me where my family is. Our family. And that's how Fast and Furious 7 starts. It's with Barry and Wally. And Vin Diesel. And then, yeah, one more thing happens. They fight a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I skipped over a lot like I tend to do. I'm trying to be funny here. But, if you're into the Flash, get it. It's got a lot of running. And I mean, what else is there? Why were they in the swamp? I want a comic book explaining to me how they got there, because it's not natural. It's not natural for people to be living around or being in that primordial ooze shit out there. What the fuck? I mean, Swamp Thing, he can be out there. He's a plant. What is she doing? She's working on her card tricks? She's that secretive about her damn tricks? Is she even a real magician? I mean, come on.